Good morning, everyone. Nippani class 19 joined. Kaylee Raibag has joined. Please give me confirmation. Nippani class 20 ellaru idira? Mike Ellie, where is the mic? Joseph, you're there? Please answer me, students. Can you hear me? Nippani class 19, can you hear me? Y- Good morning. I'm not audible? Okay, okay. Okay, class 20, 19 Nippani. All set? Mic ಇದೆ? Fine. Class 2 and class 1 Kelly Raibach settle. New PU college, kindly settle quickly. Okay, we were doing evolution. Last concepts, few concepts of evolution we have to complete now. Shall I start? Okay, only Nippani settle agide. Raibag, both classes has to settle. Where are you going, Raibag class 2? New PU Raibag, where are you going, girls? Not joined, Raibag? Where are they going? Girl who has got the mic. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ್ರು ಅವರು? ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ್ರು ಅವರು? ಬಾಕಿ ಗರ್ಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ್ರು? They are not bio? Why? We have to start a class ಅಲ್ಲ? What about boys? Where are the boys from Raibag class? New PU Raibag. You had another class now. ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿದ್ರು? You had a break now? ಅದೇ ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿರೋ ಹೊರಗೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಓಕೆ ಫೈನ್ ಹರಿ ಅಪ್ ಓಕೆ ಐಲ್ ಗೋ ಹೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ವಾಟ್ ಡು ಯು ಸಿ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಟಿಲ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಅ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಎವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಟಿಲ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ನಾವು ಡೋಂಟ್ ಯು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ರೆಟ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಸಿವ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದನೇ ಹಾಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ರಿ ನೀವು ಈಗೂ ಹಾಗೆ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದೀರ ಆ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆರ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಯುವರ್ ಫೋನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗ್ಯಾಜೆಟ್ಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಐ ಪುಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಹೌ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ರೈಟ್ ನಾವ್ ಸಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ನೀವೇ ಓಕೆ ಫೈನ್ ಸೊ ಲಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಡಾರ್ವಿನ್ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕಥೆ ಮುಗಿದಿತ್ತು ಸೊ ಹ್ಯೂಗೋ ಡಿ ವೆರೀಸ್ ದೆರ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಬೈ ಹ್ಯೂಗೋ ಡಿ ವೆರೀಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಮ್ಯೂಟೇಷನ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮ್ಯೂಟೇಷನ್ ಥಿಯರಿನೂ ಅಂತೀವಿ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಎವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ you have studied this under the concept of mechanism of evolution where different people gave different ideas like Hugo de Veris gave the idea that mutation is a mechanism of a evolution. He said that mutation is mechanism meaning it is the mutation due to which the evolution happens. But on the contrary, what Darwin used to say, Darwin says that variation is the reason due to which evolution happens. That was the difference. So Hugo de Veris ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರು that mutation is what? A sudden spontaneous change. ಅಲ್ರೋ ಮ್ಯೂಟೇಷನ್ ಈಗ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದೆ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಇನ್ಹೆರಿಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಯು ಡಿಡ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ದ ಮ್ಯೂಟೇಷನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮ್ಯೂಟೇಷನ್ Correct. So Hugo de Veris always believed that there is a mutation or a sudden change in a genetic variation which is actually leading to the evolution. And what he said, it's a one large step. What is that called as? One large step of mutation called as saltation. And according to him, mutations were what? They were fast, they were non directional, and they were random. Correct. But according to Darwin, variation was how? It was slow, gradual, or in a particular direction. Direction means what here? What do you actually understand by random or direction? Means Hugo de Veris said that the mutation can happen in any point of the DNA, and that any mutation would lead to the change in the species and a different amount of organization. But Darwin said that whatever variations are occurring in one particular organism, that is about only one trait. So he said that his variations are in a particular direction. Means ಯಾವುದೋ one trait ಬಗ್ಗೆನೇ variation keeps on happening. It is not random. That is how the views of Darwin and Hugo de Veris were contradictory, or they had different views. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. He has his own views, Hugo de Veris has his own views. But then there is again a third person who did a study on population genetics. So, when they did a huge study on a population, what was their assumption? So, Hardy Weinberg said that the genetic equilibrium in a population, or the allelic frequency, ಈಗ ಹಂಗಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Allelic frequency in population remain constant from generation to generation. What does they mean when they studied a whole population? Let me give you an example. Let's say in your class, all of them are having an average height of a 5 feet. For example, in your class, individually your own class, imagine everybody are having a 5 feet, everyone, okay? Which means the allelic frequency for your height in that population is constant, and your generation, your generation, your generation, everybody will always have a 5 feet height. So that is what he said, that genetic equilibrium is always equal to 1. Allelic frequency or genetic equilibrium means what? Equal ಇದೆ, constant ಇದೆ, same ಇದೆ, 1 ಇದೆ. Who said? Hardy Weinberg. That whenever in a population, if you see the genes or the alleles present in a population will remain constant, and they will be passed on from different generation constantly. There will be no change in that. That means it is equal to 1. The equilibrium is equal to 1. That is what they say. But there are some factors in nature, because this part is only theoretically correct. In practical, ನಾನು ಹೇಳೋವಾಗ ಹೇಳಿದೆ that your class everybody is having 5 feet height. But theory it is correct. In practical, is everybody having only 5 feet as a height? No, it is changing. Correct? So in nature also, keeping the genetic frequency constant is not possible. There are some factors that affects this genetic frequency. What are those factors? Okay, let us do one by one. Gene flow, then drift, mutation, recombination, and variation. Recombination or variation, anything can be said, and natural selection. So, what does this mean one by one? Gene flow means what? Suppose, again, let us take the same example. In your class, everybody is of 5 feet height. Let's say some people from different class and come to try to sit in your class, but they are not of 5 feet height, which means the frequency of your class changed. So gene flow means somebody coming inside or somebody leaving from that population. Emigration or immigration ಅಂತನೂ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ. Somebody who is coming inside the population or somebody who is going to exit the population will change the frequency of the population. Genetic frequency would be changed. Likewise, genetic drift means what? By a calamity, by a natural chance. Suppose the whole, one ಆಯಿತು, suppose in the college there is a big calamity due to which half of the class got vanished, got eliminated, or there is so much of water in your class, the whole of the class has to go and shift somewhere else. This also led to the loss of genetic equilibrium. Mutation, because of the random mutation happening inside their genes, this will lose the genetic equilibrium. Recombination, let's say in a population somebody is trying to mate with the population from another source or from another place. So instead of mating in the own population, trying to mate with the different population, this will also change the genetic equilibrium. And finally, when a nature is particularly selecting a species very specific, then also from the whole population only one particular group is selected, which means again the genetic frequency got disturbed. So these are the factors what Hardy-Weinberg said which are disturbing the frequency. What was the Hardy-Weinberg frequency? He gave the equation of P plus Q is equal to 1, right? Where P stands for a dominant allele and Q stands for a recessive allele. And because we consider as a diploid individual, we should always consider P square and Q square. The frequency should be P square because individuals are diploid, they are not haploid. And when you do the expansion of this, you get right? So P square is a dominant allele, Q square is a recessive allele. What is this? Heterozygous, correct. So what Hardy-Weinberg said that this should be always equal to 1. Theoretically possible. If any of these factors affect Allah, that time this will be not equal to 1. Genetic flow, natural selection, recombination, mutation, gene flow. Due to this, any of the 5 factors, the equilibrium may change. That is what Hardy-Weinberg tried to explain. Okay. Now, similarly, there are graphs. There are 3 graphs. This kind of graph, types of natural selection anta, right? I have given this with an example so that it becomes more easier for you. So when the population genetic study was done, at that time when the population being studied for a particular character, that time it was observed that with respect to one population and with respect to any one character, you can put 3 different graphs. For example, if I am studying a one particular population and again height bagenu helbodu, we have actually examples here also. I'll tell you. Suppose in a moth, they have used the example of moth here. In a population of a moth, when there are both the types of moth being selected, then you can see 2 peaks. Eradu number equal agide. So that is why you are getting 2 peaks. But if you see here, the peacock diagram they have given, you can see only one particular trait, that is a medium sized peacock are large in number compared to small sized or a large sized. Andre average value, mean value is been selected here. Average yenittu, those are high in number. That is what example says. Here what example is saying again, you get a 2 peaks like, oh, what is this, mice, huh? Yes, you are getting a peaks, either of them, either this will be selected or this will be selected. Meaning in a group, whichever trait is favorable, that trait would be selected. Whichever trait is favorable, that trait will be selected. This is your first graph. Stabilizing selection. Ideala, you have a 3 graph in your textbooks. First graph shows your stabilizing selection, meaning in a population average. Idana, I'll tell you with a simple logic. See, again, take the example of height only. Let's say your class is having 100 students. For example, your class is having 100 students, and out of 100 students, neither graph hakidre, there are majority of the students. Let's say there are majority of the students showing this is 3 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet anta itkolna, for example. So average 4 feet ali jasti jana idare. So you say this kind of population is. Now, on the other hand, I will say that instead of having one average value, let's say there are 30 people who is showing you this 3 feet, and then 30 people who is showing you 5, and this is 4. So either of them, okay, either it should be 30 which is 3 feet, or it should be 30 with a 5 feet. Yadadru one. So let me say there are majority people here. So if I divide it like this, if I divide it like this, out of 100, majority people showing only 3 feet height, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು peak ಕಾಣಲ್ಲ ಆವಾಗ. That means the peak has been shifted. It can shift to this direction also, it can shift to this direction also. Such graph would be. And lastly, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಯಾವುದು? So disruptive gives that both of the traits are selected equally, which means 3, 4, 5. Hing ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಡ. Let me do it like this. This 40 people, there are 40 people here, so graph will show peak here also, and graph will show peak here also, and in Mikit 20 jana having 4 feet height. So 40 people showing you 3 feet height, 40 people showing you 5 feet height, and only few people showing you a 4 feet height. So average bittu in bere yield trait select agide. So this is what? Third graph is what? So I hope now it is more clear compared to the previous diagram. That was also clear only. But now it is more clear, all the 3 graphs: stabilizing, direction, and disruptive. Okay. Then what? What is the last concept? Questions ಮಾಡೋಣ ಮೊದಲ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ evolution ge. Then you have directly evolution of man only, but let us go with the questions and then I will do the evolution of man. Okay. Which was the organism used by the Hugo de Veris? What he used for the experiment? What organism? Primrose. Correct? The mutation experiment was performed on the primrose to check. What happened, Joseph? Is she not well, Anusha ma'am? Not well? Okay. Again, direct question. Who proposed the mutation theory? Mendel Allah. Okay, now be careful. According to Darwin, raise the cue cards. According to Darwin, how it is? Be careful. Don't give an answer in a hurry burry. Everyone option B. Slow, gradual, and continuous. Howda? Yes, according to Darwin, the evolution is slow, gradual, and continuous, whereas according to the Hugo de Veris, mutations are random and they are fast. Okay, so same thing again. What is according to the mutation? They are sudden and inheritable, they occur very frequently, they are small and continuous, and all of this. Okay. What is true about mutation as per mutation theory? Sudden and inheritable? Because small and continuous agalla, mutation theory, Hugo de Veri said it's a large one step mutation, not small. And he said it is directionless. So continuous agalla. Okay. Try this. So nicely it is shown. Why not other three? What are other three? What is gene migration, genetic? Okay, fine. That was very quick. Good. Try. Wait, I want others to raise the cue cards. Rihan, wait. Nipani, Raibag, Joseph, everyone, please your answers. Raise your answers. Let me see how well you have understood the graph. Okay. Option B, majority of you are going with stabilizing selection favors both extreme forms of trait, intermediate forms of trait, environmental difference, one extreme form over the other extreme form, and over intermediate form of a trait. Intermediate form of a trait. Everybody is going with this. Okay, there are some people who has answered me option A also. Is your doubt clear? Shall I repeat or shall I make you understand anywhere? Many people opted option A also. Do you need explanation? No? Okay. Raibach class 1, can you try? Hold on, okay? Others, hold on. Clearly Raibach class 1. Clearly Raibach, is it answering from your class? Clearly Raibach, can you try this answer? Okay, Raibach is class 2. You are telling me the answer. Certain genes are lost by chance. Tokyo Drift. Oh. Anybody knows what is Tokyo Drift? Boys, what is Tokyo Drift? उमा शांत क्यों हो? Okay. Now Uma ने बोला है तो the whole class would be like, Jai Uma, whatever you say it's right. Alva, where is Mike in the boys class 2? Clearly Raiba class 2. Is there only one mic in the whole class? कहाँ है? Where is the mic with the boys or anybody in? ಅದನ್ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಗೊತ್ತಾ? What you should do? Tell me that mic is to be done what? Speak. Yes. Who is this? Ah, yes, audible. Nancy is bored today. Nancy, are you upset with me by any reason? Not interested? It's okay, fine. That's a joke. Okay. Fine. Raise the cue cards, people. No random answers. Rihan, Sumiro. No answers. Unless I tell. Don't speak. Okay, class 1 Raibog, okay? Think and give the answers. Others, please raise the cue cards. I want answer from class 1 Raibag now. Clearly, Raibag class 1. Rihan, yeldi appi? Where are you? Third bench. Okay. Okay, hurry up. Scan your responses. Wait, I want answer from Clearly Raibag class 1. Yellidi, where are you asking? Where are you? Which girl is answering me? Huh. Okay. What you said? Both statements are correct. Howda. Allele frequency in a population are stable and is constant from generation to generation. Okay. Total genes and their alleles in a population remain. ಎರಡು ಒಂದೇ ಅಲ್ಲ. Okay. Total genes and their alleles in a. ಹೌದು. Yes. Okay. Anyone else wants to answer? What's happening in Raibag? Okay. Fine. Try this. Direct answer. No raising cue cards. Direct answer. Nippani, can you try? Anyone from Nippani class? Anyone? No? Sonali ma'am, Shweta ma'am, ask, check if anyone can speak. There was in disruptive selection, option A you want to say? D. More individuals acquire the value other than the mean character value. Okay, yes, that is why you get two different peaks. More individuals acquire mean character value, environmental differences, more individuals. Okay, okay, fine. What is? Two extreme characters. Like, but then this also gives you the same meaning, no? No, here you have to say two. There should be two, two, two. Wait, wait. Two characters ಆಗಬೇಕು. You should get two peaks. Okay. More individual acquire value other than the mean character. Now, which other? Not specific. Okay, you want to say then peripheral means two extreme. Na? Okay, fine. Then I will recorrect this to A. Okay, fine. Please on this. Okay. Now this was disruptive. Then this would be what? Extreme forms. Okay, wait. Directional means both extreme forms of a trait. Both extreme would be again disruptive, right? Intermediate form means stabilizing ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. Environmental. Okay, this gives you more direction now. Okay, Raibag, yes, that is correct. Meanwhile, others start with reading Evolution of Man. Raibag, Kelly, class 2, fourth bench. Good morning. How was the sleep? Sundar sir, check him. Make him stand. Keep standing. I know evolution is boring chapter. Adral nanu boring ideni. That also I know. But this is very bad. Yaar, sleeping in my class. Wow. Stand up, everybody. Ningoskara ashturgu punishment. All boys. Come on. All boys should scold him one fine day. Ningoskara nangu baidru madam anta. Boys, stand up. That row. Only that row. Ivoru ulukondru. Abba. Thank you. Read Evolution of Man. That is the last major concept I'm going to do. Stand up. I said all boys stand up. Punishment alla. Summe nidde haraslike ebbista idene. I'm not giving you any punishment. Stand up ankule punishment hang antiro. Whenever a teacher comes, you will stand up and say good morning. No. Is that a punishment? No. It's just to nidde harasoke ashte. Okay. What's going on? Yad nintkonಡ್ರು ನಗ್ತಿರಲ್ರೋ. Anybody from you can tell me what is the first mammal? Oh. ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡು, ಆ ಬೆಂಚ್ ಮೇಲೆನೇ ಎದ್ದು ನಿಂತ್ಕೋ, ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? Stand on that bench. Again, not a punishment, just for fun. Why you're sitting on that bench, leaning on that bench? I can see it very clearly that you're leaning and standing on that bench. Don't do that. Stand properly. Ah. Okay. Fine. Meanwhile, man, where is man? Before man, there is lot of theory. Bukkali, there is lot of theory that how different organisms, how different. When was the first life came? ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕಥೆ ಇದೆ, you have to read that. First life came 2000 million years ago. 2000 MYA. MYA stands for million years ago. So life form came, the first primitive cell came somewhere around 2000 millions ago. Then slowly, life came into the water, plant lineage, animal lineage. 65 million years ago, there was some this like animal like structure which was formed. Then some 2 to 3 million years ago, there were some shrews which were the first mammal. Underline that, there should be the word shrew. Shrews were the first mammal which are very tiny. It is like a rat. Those were the first mammal. You know hengota, this is very beautiful. Adrinda a first mammal in the idi human man has been come, means allivargu. Imagine from that shrew, the whole mammal lineage you have seen in animal kingdom, the whole mammals, full mammal lineage is been derived. ಆ ಶ್ರೀವ್ನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬಚಾವಾಗಿತ್ತು ಗೊತ್ತಾ? There is a story that because earth was largely covered with the ice and water for many years ago, this shrew by chance survived because it used to dig under the ground ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು it was surviving, and that is why we are here today, because shrew survived at that harsh condition. ಇಲ್ಲಂತಂದ್ರೆ mammals lineage ಬರ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. Because before mammals, in the Triassic period, the whole extinction of Tyrannosaurus, ide nodi nim bookali, the Tyrannosaurus rex is the highest or the tallest dinosaur which was lost. ಸೊ ಅಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋಕ್ಕೆ ದೆರ್ ಇಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಥೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಮೀಟಿರಾಯ್ಡ್ ಹಿಟ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತಂತ, ವಿಚ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಸ್ಟೋನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಕೇಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಿಟ್ ದ ಅರ್ತ್, ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ವಿಚ್ whole reptiles of dinosaur got extinct. There are different stories. This is one of the story what I know. So avaga shrew which was hidden under the ground was the only who survived, and that's how the mammal lineage started. Then there is a again a coelacanth anta ಒಂದು ವರ್ಡ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, the first aquatic ಇದು animal, coelacanth, which was extinct. ಈಗ ಇದಲ್ಲದು, coelacanth is extinct now. But ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ the lobe fins, the fish which showed the lobe fins, tried to crawl on the land, which became a amphibian. And then slowly reptiles, aves, mammals, all katha is there. Okay, then basically we will focus on the man evolution because this is important. So before Australopithecus, what is two lineage? Australopithecus kinta munche yaridru? Yes, wait, just a second. Yes, before Australopithecus, some 3-4 million years ago, there were Dryopithecus and Ramapithecus, right? So they were more ape-like and they were more human-like. From Ramapithecus, then what is the next? Then you got Australopithecus. Australopithecus or Australopithecines, same thing. Then these were where? These were somewhere in Eastern Africa. The fossils of these were found in Eastern Africa. Then few fossils from these were different, which resembled like hominoid. So you got a Homo. First is what? Habilis. Homo habilis. Then Homo habilis in the you got Homo. So at this stage, at Homo erectus stage, there was a brain capacity. Brain capacity, underline. What was the brain capacity? 600? Hey, what is this CC? Wow, lovely. Who is it? Rihan, cubic centimeter by kado. Cranial capacity. CC stands for cranial capacity. Cranial is brain. Okay, it's okay, no problem. Then Homo erectus, here only the fire was fire alla weapons, the stone weapons adella ille found agiddu. So this is also called as Stone Age man. This is also called as Stone Age man. Then no Neanderthal ಬರಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. No re first Neanderthal ಬರಬೇಕು I guess. Check. Australopithecus, Homo habilis, Homo erectus, no, Neanderthals, and then Sapiens. In between Sapiens, there are Neanderthals, which are how much capacity here? Here the capacity increased. Yes, did I miss something? Then this is 600 to 800. This should be 900 to 12, 1200 ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? Okay. Okay. Then lastly, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಿತೀನಿ. I'm writing it here. H. Homo is a genus name which will come by default. Homo sapiens. What is the capacity? 1600? What? Tell again, please. Oh. Louder. ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. Okay, I'll write it as 1300. Do you know what is currently modern man's capacity? I tried to find out modern man. And the current generation is 1350 anta kotru. You can also check what is the current capacity, brain capacity of current man. 1350 or 1450 was the range what was given. Okay, so this was only brain capacity. Apart from brain capacity, what are other factors the organism did? When was the stone and weapons formed? When was the fire? Fire was formed somewhere here. What was the food they eat? Homo habilis, Australopithecus, they eat only fruit and vegetarian food. When the fire was developed in Homo erectus, at that time they started eating meat. Before that, they were not eating meat. Then, who were the persons who were first started burying the people who started to live in a community in Neanderthals? Were the who started to live in the community? They started to bury the dead ones. Then, slowly, slowly, as you go towards the Homo sapiens, actually there is a mid word. Illi one more stage ಬರಬೇಕು called as Cro-Magnon anta. This is one more word. It is not there in your book. Cro-Magnon is a pre-modern human where agriculture, Harappan civilization, these were all done by them. Illi Homo erectus alli the ancient caves, Ajanta Ellora caves, if you know, those caves, big big rock caves, paintings, these were done in these people. Then civilization and agriculture came during the Cro-Magnon or Neanderthal man. And that's how finally whatever we do today is a modern man's history. And today's man, I think, is this. That is what I say. Today's man is this. Okay. Questions ಮಾಡೋಣ ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ. Era. Let me see who remembers the era. Which of the following is the earliest era? Cenozoic, Mesozoic, Paleozoic or? Yes. Cenozoic. After Cenozoic you have what? Then you have Paleozoic. Okay, anybody can tell me what is difference between era is the larger period, then you have a smaller version of period, then you have a epoch. So currently we are living in quaternary period. Quaternary. Allide nodi nim book alli. It is given in your book also. We are a quaternary ille, and epoch is called as Holocene. This is the epoch we are living in. Holocene. The current man are living in Holocene. Previously it was Pleistocene. Pleistocene. Let me see if you have a question on that. ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೆ. Okay. In which era were the invertebrates found? Somewhere around 500 million years ago, I guess. Check. Because 2000 million years ago, the life or the primitive cell came, and then directly 5000 million years ago, invertebrates. People, can you imagine the huge gap 15,000 million years ago in between from a cell to invertebrate? Invertebrates under yaru? Porifera, Coelenterata, Cnidaria. If you remember, PUII, we have done that, invertebrates. So you can imagine 15,000 million years ago how much of variations, evolution it had taken. Just imagine the time span. Okay, this is most recent. Direct. Cenozoic recent hengagatto. Cenozoic, if it is the earliest, this was the earliest, then recent should be Paleozoic. Erlide Paleozoic. Okay, what is Proterozoic? Anyone? The era of prokaryotes, when the first primitive prokaryote was seen, that is Proterozoic. A very favorite question. Australopithecus was discovered where? I told you, in Eastern Africa. Okay, they were short. Australopithecus were much short. This, the hominoid fossil which was discovered in Java in 1981, revealed a stage. It's a direct question. Habilis? Habilis erectus. Yaudo, Habilis or erectus? What is Java? Where is this place? Anyone? Indonesia. Current Indonesia. Chinese Allah. That is Indonesia. Okay. Now, don't give the answer. Raise the cue cards. Joseph, she's sleeping. Anusha ma'am, she's not well. Yes? Okay. Hmm. Okay, most of you are answering me option A. Hoda. Following are some well-known fossils in the evolution of man. We have to sequence in their origin. Neanderthal, Homo erectus. Okay, D. Australopithecus munchi barbeku. One and only. Okay. Easy. Very easy. Okay. Try this. It's a neat level question. Give me direct answer. Oh my god, so quick. Option B, A4. A4 is the gene pool. Total number of gene in the alleles, correct. But B, genetic drift. Change in the frequency by chance. Okay, gene frequency. Yes, yes, yes. So you have this trick. A4 is only one option. Okay. Fine. Same logic. Use the same logic. Okay. Mesozoic, Proterozoic. I just told you, Proterozoic elide. Lower invertebrates. You can tell this. B1. B1 is. Yake second yake A3. Mesozoic. Ha, but C second. What is C? Cenozoic era. Fish and amphibians. Yes, Cenozoic is fish and amphibians. Okay. Fine. Good one. You are very quick. Now be careful. Be careful. Australian marsupials, okay, they are asking the group of only Australian marsupials. Mole, flying squirrel, Tasmanian tiger cat, Lemur, anteater wolf, Tasmanian wolf, bobcat, marsupial mole. No, bobcat is wrong, wolf is wrong. Numbat, spotted cuscus. Illian tappide. What is wrong in D? Numbat ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? Flying phalanger is a marsupial, but ಇದು ಇವೆರಡು ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ? ಚೆಕ್ ನಾ ನನಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಟೆಲ್ ಮೀ. These two are what? These two are placental or ಇದು ಇದು marsupial. Then then how option A? Mole, flying squirrel, Tasmanian and tiger eater. Then this should be the answer, na? D. We have to see only marsupial. Bobcat is a bobcat placental ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, it's not marsupial. ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಇರಬೇಕು? Numbat is marsupial. Yes, this is marsupial. This is placental. Mole is placental. Okay. I'll go with D. Okay, na? I'll go with D. Fine. There are 1-2 questions bittidini. You can do it on your own. Let us do this only one and stop. Okay. Prior to ape man, Dryopithecus and where is Ramapithecus? Okay. Then ape man, why Homo habilis, Homo erectus? Yes. Ramapithecus, Australopithecus, Neanderthal man. Agreed? I will go with C. Correct? Okay, fine. In on that question I have left it, people. Easy there. This you can do. This you can do. Okay, only 2 questions I have left. Fine. So this concludes your chapter evolution. I hope everybody enjoyed the class. Ivered math heli math mugustini. Okay, chala. So I'll be starting with what's the next chapter completed? Microbes, human health, Human health and diseases, is it covered by everyone? Raibag? UPU Raibag, human health agide? Okay. Clearly Raibag, human health is done? Nippani. Oh, very good. Fine. So we can go in a sequence, Allah. Let us go in a sequence then. Okay, fine. So I'll start with human health. It's a very interesting and a beautiful chapter. You will enjoy nice concepts in that. Don't remain absent. See you tomorrow. Have a good day. Give the feedback. Bye bye.